What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. And yesterday, if you guys watched yesterday's video, we had a really amazing day going up 16 or 17 units just in the plays alone that I showed you guys. And I did show you guys we are also set up with a Valorant play going into yesterday. So beautiful Valorant correlation that we are set up with. And we just needed this execute person and Patrick to go under their lines. And this was actually the team that was not favored in this game. This TH team was favored by like minus 200 odds or something like that. And the TH team ends up winning 2-0. So this team in turn does really poorly because they go 0-2. And yeah, this guy only got 10 assists when his line was about 17.5. And then this guy only got 1 kill, which is crazy. So ended up hitting another 4-man pretty much like an hour after I sent out yesterday's video. So that is amazing to see, just to have one of those setups. So we pretty much, in a 24-hour span, ended up hitting 4 4-mans in a row on the VIP. And I think we were even on if I looked at my PrizePicks account, and a lot of you guys' PrizePicks account, that we were on like a 16 individual line winning streak or something like that, which is crazy because I think we had like 2 2-mans hit and then we had 3 4-mans hit. So if you counted all of them up in a row, it's like 16 different plays in a row. But honestly, all I really care about is the actual plays hitting, because as you guys know, there's been a lot of 3 out of 4s. So if you could have 4 3 out of 4s in a row and you could have 12 wins with only 3 losses or whatever it is, but still come away with nothing because those are 3 out of 4s. So definitely big that we are able to hit this again. And as I always say, what I always like to do is having something to look forward to tonight or in the afternoon or whatever that is. And we are set up going into tonight's game. This is happening about 6 or 7 p.m. And we do have League of Legends that already cashed for us. This has been so amazing. This is a huge part of why we're so profitable in February, taking guys to go under assists or over assists, and then taking guys to go under kills or over kills. So this already set up for us. We have another 4-man that could potentially cash for us here. We also cashed this one really easily. Both these guys went way over because they were longer games, and these guys just had really, really solid games. And yeah, going into some of these losses here, just kind of, basic losses, kind of opposite thing happened here. That's okay. And then right here, also a loss. If you guys don't know, I always am okay showing, I always want to show you guys my losses, my wins and my losses. One of the YouTube plays from yesterday, I think is going on right now, so I'm not sure if that's going to hit or not. I really don't know. I think it's going on right now. The other play was this one here. The reason why I took the overs is because there was a multiplier boost on Zywoo. Ended up what happening is Team Vitality just absolutely crushed Team Spirit in game 1, and then the opposite happened in game 2. So they were kind of shorter games, and these guys go both under their projections. So I was talking about correlation and how guys are normally going to go either over or under their projections in Counter-Strike, and these guys just ended up going under. So it's still very correlated. We just ended up taking the overs just because there was a boost on Zywoo, and went red together, which is, it's okay. It happens, right? Like, sometimes I'm going to take the unders are going to hit together. Sometimes I'm going to take the overs will hit together. And as you guys see with Valorant and with Counter-Strike yesterday, I ended up taking the overs on 2 different occasions, and they did go over together. So that happens. And then on Sleeper yesterday, we obviously had this one, which was minus 10, and then we had minus 10 here, but then we had 2 entries right here that was pretty much like plus 20, right? Because we go 10, minus 20, and then plus like 11 right here. So had a solid day on Sleeper. I guess we go up, what is this? This is like going up 20, this is going up 10, and then we missed 2 of them here. So I guess we go up like $10, something like that. I will say this one with T. Martin, I think his name's Trey Martin. I actually don't really know. T. Martin, he got 1 assist, 7 seconds left in the game, you guys. I think it was maybe 6 or 7 seconds left in the game. He got 1 last assist. I think it's Tyrese Martin, something like that. 1 last assist in the game. That's pretty crazy to think about, but it does happen. That's sports betting. That's honestly like that. That's like the most crazy, like that is just how the NBA is, you guys. Like the NBA, I can't even like tell you guys, I can't even get started with the NBA and how frustrating it is sometimes, where you think something's gonna hit and then just like the most crazy thing ever happens and comes and takes your entry away from you and you end up losing it. Again, if you guys didn't catch yesterday's video, this is pretty much what happened yesterday. We did have obviously this setup, which we did end up hitting. This is what I showed yesterday on the right side of the screen. But the big thing is we hit 2 of these 4-mans in a row, right here, and we ended up cashing this one yesterday. And then we also had some 2-mans hit for us. So really, really solid string of a couple of days here, and it's really bringing March back up into the profitability. You guys can see on the graph, this is probably the best way to visualize this year so far. So this is all of 2025. Started January crazy, started the year really, really nicely, going up 50 units. had our worst streak ever, and I've been doing this for like a year now, you guys. We had a time where we went down like 30 units, and that was a very tough time, end of January. And then February absolutely rocket up, going up 100 units. And then March has definitely been a little bit rocky, as you know, as you kind of expect, going up such a crazy month like we did in February. And if you guys can see here, January went up. We still ended up being profitable in January, even having our lowest month ever, or kind of like worst stretch of 2 weeks ever. Still went up 18 units. February go up close to 100 units, and then March now we're up about 30 units. Okay, and that might be different for everyone, just, you know, if you didn't catch a bet here and there, or you know, I don't know, like if you play different amounts on promos and stuff like that. But if you guys do not know, I simulate being a $10 bettor. So that means even on Taco Tuesdays, which I recommend maxing out the Taco Tuesdays if you can, putting 25 on it or whatever you can. I only put the $10 on it. So I simulate being a $10 bettor. So if you're a $10 bettor, this is what you're expected to be up. If you just put $10 on every single thing that I send out, that's on Sleeper, that's on PrizePicks. And you guys can see on PrizePicks so far, we're up like 115, 120 units. I actually haven't updated this in a couple days. Sleeper, we're up 17, 18 units. And then bettor, there's only been a couple entries, so we're only up a unit on bettor, but only 10 entries there on bettor. And yeah, everything should be here for you guys to see. This is also like the past like 9-10 months of the channel here. Unfortunately, I cannot track my bets on Pickett anymore because I'm heavily limited on my main account, which is what my Pickett was what my Pickett was tracked to. So using the old method of tracking things in an Excel spreadsheet, but it's been going pretty well. As you guys can see, yesterday didn't have too many bets. I was doing some family stuff, but we did end up having maybe like 7 bets yesterday. And if I look at everything here, we went up 9 units, you guys. So it's still a really amazing day. And if I look at the past 2 days here, 26 units the past 2 days. So I told you guys these things, they happen quickly, right? These things can really rock it up. And it's happened a lot on this channel, right? There's times where we go down, right? Here we go up, we rock it back up. We go down, we go up, we go down, we go up. Like this happens a lot. I've been here, I've done that. I've been here for the past, 12 months. And you guys can look at all my videos these past, this past year, really. So let's get into today's bets. And we do have some correlation. There's not too much Counter-Strike or Valorant on the board. There actually is Valorant tonight, but we already have a setup going for it. So I didn't want to double down on it because we already are rooting for the overs in the VIP. But I do really like this play right here. So we have Fnatic versus SK. Now I will say Fnatic is heavily favored in this game, but I think this line is too low for him, you guys. So pretty much what we're taking is we're taking one guy to go over deaths on one team and the other guy to go under deaths on one team. So pretty much what we need is we need SK to at least take one map from Fnatic. Either one map or just put up a solid fight. I think if all they do is put up a solid fight, Upset will probably maybe get like 3 or 4 deaths, and SK, this guy on SK, will probably go under here. So I think this is a little bit too high for him right here at 6.5. And if you guys don't know these bot laners, they normally protect these guys. Okay, these are kind of like the crown jewels of the team. They get a lot of kills, but they don't have that much health. They don't have that much defenses. So the whole team normally kind of protects them. So when they're winning the game, they're probably not going to have as much deaths. When they're losing the game, they're going to have more deaths. And we pretty much just need, like I said, this SK team to potentially take one map off of Fnatic. And there's even games where this Fnatic team will win, and this guy will still get like 2 or 3 deaths right here. So hopefully, I think him getting 3 deaths is not too much to ask for. If you look at his stats, I haven't pulled them up. Past couple of videos have kind of been showing the stats of how I look at these things. But there's different ways to find what these guys done in the past. But a lot of times this guy will win and he'll still get 2 deaths and one death in these 2 maps he plays. So that will be 3 deaths. So he would go over. And then right here, again, I just think this is too high. Even if he gets 3 deaths in both maps, that would only be 6 right here. This is also correlated, right? So if SK does end up winning one of these games, this guy will probably get maybe like 1 or 2 deaths. And this guy might get, 4 or 5 deaths just in one game because he's losing the map. So, League of Legends is still League of Legends. Any of these teams could pull through a win. Yeah, it's correlated kind of, you can kind of think about these as kills, but it's just deaths, right? With a kill comes a death and vice versa. So, again, SK, we're going to be rooting for them come tomorrow. I think this is like happening tomorrow morning or something. But, yeah, a lot of these games will be happening at, like overnight a lot of times or 10 a.m. So, that's just how, esports happens because I think these games are happening in Europe. All right, so if you want to get my VIP, you can actually do so completely free for 2 months. All you guys have to do is text me the word WANNA to my number right here on the screen. I have had some confusions. My code on on Wanna Parlay is not Wanna. You just text me the word Wanna. My code on Wanna Parlay is detective in all caps. But Wanna is pretty much just the little code word that you'll give me to text me, and I will be able to then give you the instructions on how to sign up for it, take a entry, whatever you kind of see fit. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on as always, and then put $10 on that entry. Once you do so, send me a screenshot of proof, and I will get you guys into the VIP. So if you've done this in the past with Vivid Picks, with Parlay Play, with Bovada, with Bet Online, whatever it was, any app that I was kind of talking about at the time, you can also do Wanna Parlay, as long as you are living or currently in one of these yellow states right here. So if you're not in one of these yellow states, I have a ton of different apps for you guys to sign up for. That should all be in the description. Sleeper is one of them. I've been talking about them a lot the past couple days because they've been sending out so many promos, you guys. So Sleeper is one of those apps. If you don't have Sleeper, I also have Better. I have what else do I have? I have Chalkboard. I have Bovada, and I think there's a couple more apps down there below. I'm kind of blanking, but anyway, the best app, the best way to get 2 free months of the VIP is going to be with Wanna Parlay right now. And again, all you guys have to do is text me this one word, Wanna, to my number right here on the screen. This is my personal number, so I'll respond to you within like 5 to 10 minutes probably. And yeah, we'll get signed up for that and get you guys the 2 months free of the VIP. So hopping into the next play, it is going to be on Sleeper. I actually do kind of like this on PrizePicks too, but you are going to get Karl-Anthony Towns at, I think his normal line is 26.5. So this is a very, very good discount for him. The only thing that I kind of am a little bit worried about is he's playing the Trailblazers, and Knicks have played a lot of blowouts, especially against a team like the Trailblazers, who are not very good. So, there's a good chance Karl-Anthony Towns might get 22 or 23 points, and that won't hit his traditional line, but that will hit this right here as his promo. So I also want to show you guys Sleeper. Like, look at all these promos. I'm just going to scroll through them here. This is every single day on Sleeper, and this is why I recommend Sleeper so much. I mean, there's a 19% payout boost. There's like a win one, get one, which I haven't even really been doing for March Madness. And then there's all of these promos right here, and that's not even considering we've already taken a promo today. So there's all of these different promos, and yeah, I think this one right here was a pick on sale, and that's going on right now. So this is another entry that was a pick on sale that we already have taken. So there's like legitimately 6 to 7 promos every single day on Sleeper, and I'm telling you guys, the number one app to sign up for or just play on is Sleeper right now, just because of all of these promos. So I've told you guys past couple of videos, if a friend came up to me today and was like, hey, I want to get into betting, I want to start making money, profitable betting, I would tell them to get Sleeper, because I truly think it's the best and easiest way to make money and start profiting sports betting, right? So I'm affiliated with Sleeper. I do make money for you guys signing up for them, but again, like, part of the VIP is Sleeper, right? I sent out 3 entries yesterday on Sleeper. We made $10, $15 from Sleeper, and I really trust that we can make a lot of money on Sleeper. 2024, we made like $1,000 on Sleeper really, really easily. So again, Cat is going to be the discount on Sleeper today. I think this is going on until 5 p.m. And then we got Devin Booker under 24.5 points, okay? So if you guys see this graph here, this is from Outlier, another app I use to kind of research these picks. And you guys can see 8 of his last 8 games versus top 10 defenses, okay? So 8 straight games versus top 10 defenses for points allowed. So that, the Rockets are in there. So I think Rockets are like 8th or 7th or 8th, something like that. He has gone under this in 8 straight games, okay? And the thing that I really like about it is look how consistent he is, okay? 19, 17, 17, 19, 19, 17. Like, he is right within this band of like 17 through 19 points. So asking him to get 24 is quite a lot. And I really like the unders here, just because Rockets really solid defense. I think they're like top 5 defense in the league, just overall, considering every single stat. Again, they're like number 8th when it comes to points. And Devin Booker, he's actually been struggling a lot this past couple of games. I think he put up 10 points last game. This might have been the last game that he put up. But I think like even prior to that, he's put up like 13 points, 12 points. Like, he's really not had too great of games. So I'm taking D-Book under. Cat to go over again. If you can get it on the pick on sale, if you can get it on Sleeper, I truly recommend it to get it on Sleeper, because I think his normal line's at 26.5. That is a huge discount. That's like, Cat honestly could get pulled out of the full fourth quarter, and he wouldn't be able to hit 26.5 if he doesn't play the fourth quarter, just because this could be a blowout here. So again, you guys, this is so far that we're up. So we're up right here. I've never had a losing month on this channel. Does not look like March is going to be a losing month unless we somehow go down 30 units today and tomorrow, which is like pretty much impossible. But again, we kind of turned it around. Ended up having a solid month. I know some of you guys are in different stages, but at the end of the day, February went up 100 units, close to 100 units. March we went up, 25, 30 units, something like that. I have it tracked down as 31. This should be every single bet that I take. You guys can scroll through it, you know, pause the video if you want to and track every single bet. But you guys can see here that we are very, very profitable over the history of this channel. And so far in 2025, we're on a great start to this year. We're up close to 150 units so far in the first 3 months. So happy with that. My goal at the end of the year was to get 1,000 units. So we'll see if we can hit that, you know, once college football and NFL comes out. You know, it's going to be hard to do for sure. But even if we go up 500, 600 units, that still means if you're a $10 bettor, you'd go up $5,000 to $6,000 this year, and that's just a $10 bettor, right? I hope for you guys to maybe even start out with $5 bets, then bump up to 10, then bump up to 15, then 20, then 25, and just slowly build your bankroll and how much you're betting every single day. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for the support, all the great comments yesterday, and a lot of you guys trusted the process, you know, and I truly appreciate it. Like I said yesterday, you guys trusted the process. You guys stuck it out. Hopefully you can cash another 8.5 tonight, and yeah, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.